Let's see. Let's go to here. Let's do all. Now, come on in, come on in. Welcome, 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 y'all. Mm-hmm. We done got noisy out here. There's Lisa, my bell. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Good to see you. All things precious. Miss Rolitha is in the building. Good evening, darling. Good to see you. I'm glad y'all could join me tonight for our Wednesday. We got giveaway times too. They're still classy. Says, hey, baby doll. Hey, darling. Good to see you. Lisa Bell says, hey, Rolitha. Let's see, who did I miss? I missed somebody. No, I didn't. Lisa Bell says, hi, still classy. I hope everybody is well, well, well for this hump day. Happy hump day to everybody. It's hot, but it's actually kind of cool back here on the back porch. It's hot in that kitchen because I got the oven on. I'm getting ready to cook some dinner here in a little bit. I'm looking up here at my tomato plant, y'all, because my tomatoes are turning red. Ah, I'm so excited. I'm gonna eat them. I'm gonna eat one probably tonight. No, I'm not gonna eat them. I'm gonna can those. Let's see. Ooh, everybody popping in, popping in. Y'all pop on in here. Lisa says, hi, still classy. Still classy says, hey, Lisa and Rolitha. There's Mrs. B. Baskets and more. Hello, darling. Says, hello, Katrina, and everyone's good to see you, Mrs. B. All things with a K. I love you. She says, hello, hello, darling. Good to see you. There's S. Marie. Says, hey, Katrina and Chad. Hey, S. Marie. Thank you for popping in. Rolitha says, hello, ladies. There's Miss Alicia. Says, good evening, everyone. Hello, Alicia, with my gold hearts. Thank you so much. Lisa is saying, hello, Miss B, Kay, and S. Marie, and Alicia. So I am so glad y'all have popped in here tonight. First of all, let me just say welcome to the Crafty Corner, Crafting with Katrina. Um, and we got some crafts coming up, y'all. Our cricket class is coming up. Well, let me quit saying cricket. Design space class is coming up, and we'll be getting on that. I do have the product list, the items that you will need. I do have that. S. Marie says, hey, Lisa. All things with a K says, hey, still classy. S. Marie says, hey, still classy. Alicia says, hey, Lisa. There's Never in a Million says, hey, Katrina. Hey, darling. Thank you for popping in. Miss B says, hello, Lisa Bell. Lisa Bell says, Nim. Hey. Still classy says, hey, Nim. All right, y'all. So I do have that coming up. And some hauls that will be coming up. I am in the midst of collecting more stuffs. Uh, so we do have that. Now, y'all see the top fans in the chat. And the little, your name comes up with a number next to it. So let me just tell you what I know about this, which ain't much. All right, so what this is it's top fans and XP. All right, and it says, what's the leaderboard? All right, so this is a place for fans to stand out in the community. All right, the top 3 get special badges in the live chat, and then this resets every time you do a new live stream. All right, so you can always try again. All right, so how do you get on the leaderboard? Well, it's to collect experience points or XP, and you get those by sending live chat messages. In other words, you're in the live sending messages and commenting. By sending super chats, you will earn experience points and super stickers, as well as sending a gift. All right, that's what this leaderboard stuff is, y'all. You can go into the help area um, of your channel and cut this off if you want to turn it off. Or you can turn it into a drawing. It's up to you. However, tonight we're going to turn it into a drawing. Alright, so you see in the chat that there's a 1, a 2, and a 3. It only gives you the top 3. Alright, so your goal tonight, put those comments in there and load them up so you can move up on that leaderboard. And the person in the number 1 spot at the end of the live will get a prize. All right, and I will let you know when we end it. We'll end it a few minutes before, or we'll do the drawing the winner before, a little bit before we end the actual live. All right, so let's go. Y'all make sure you're putting your comments in there. And I will try to read everybody's comment. Y'all know I'm slow. There's Miss Rochelle. Says, hey, Still Classy says, hey, Rochelle. All right, let's see. A stray stay was hidden. I don't know what they said, but my mods are going to get you. I'm telling you. Uh, Rochelle is saying hey to Lisa, and it's Still Classy. Never in a Million says, I can't see the leaderboard. If you tap on the crown icon or the number icon next to someone's name, the leaderboard should pop up. And then when you want it to go away, just hit the X in the top. Catch My Creations is in the building. Says, hey, Katrina and Basket Makers. Hey, darling. Good to see you. All Things With a Say says, I can't see the list. Can you only see it on a computer? Nope, I'm on my phone, dear. So, like, let me give you an example. Hang on. Let me see. All right, so Still Classy has the number 2 by her name. If you click on that number 2, the leaderboard should pop up. And it tells you where you are on that board. It gives you the top 3 that get the badge that shows. All right, but then it will also give you everyone else and where they're ranking at on the board. All right, so click on that crown that says next to Still Classy's name or someone's name that has a number next to it. The numbers only go 1 through 3. Now, if you don't see the leaderboard, you may not have it turned on in your chat or in your live or in your channel, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But only 3 people have those crowns right now. And let me tell you, I can tell you who they are. Let's see. We got S. Marie is in the number 1 spot right now. Rolitha is in number 2. And Still Classy is number 3. Brenda's in number 4. Catch My Eye Creations is number 5. Alicia's number 6. Wrap It Up Gifts is number 7. Now, Still Classy has number 2 by her name now. Still Classy says it's not the most comments. Not sure how they do it. Well, let me read it to you again, because it tells you exactly how they do it. All right, so it says, how do you get on the leaderboard? All right, you have to collect experience points. You get those by sending live chat messages, super chat, super stickers, and send a gift. All right, and you can learn more or turn it off in the help center. So for this live, it would be by sending live chats. So make sure you are in the live chat and that you have it on all comments. And then we can get some more information from the help center, which I can't do right this second because I'm on my phone. Mrs. B's Baskets and More is now in number 2. Okay. Still Classy says, see how that works? Yes. All right. All Things With a K says, oh, that's cool. I have to figure that out. All right, now. Go on now. It's a little bee over here trying to act crazy, y'all. Let's see. Oh, didn't even do that. So Rolitha is in the number 3 spot now. Miss B's Baskets and More is in number 2. Still Classy says, like mine is gone now. Yes, it is. Rolitha said, now I have to find something to talk about. Rolitha, we can talk about the casino, girl. I don't know when I'm going. That's about all I got right there for you. Lisa Bell says, guess I need to comment more. All right, y'all. Still Classy says, hey, sweetie. All right, Rolitha says, now I'm pecking away. All right, Rolitha. Lisa Bell says, interesting. Still Classy says, right, Lisa. Yeah, I thought it was interesting, and I had to read on it a little bit to figure out what exactly it was, and I haven't read everything on it yet. However, I do think it is a nice way to do a giveaway. Y'all don't have to work for it. Now, that's for this giveaway. I have 2 giveaways for this live. And this is not going to be a long, long live, y'all. Catch My Eye Creation says, what does it mean again? I was wondering what those crowns mean. Um, Go make me read it again. Catch my eye. All right. So if you click on one of those crowns, the leaderboard should come up. And at the very top, it says leaderboard, and there's a question mark next to it. If you click on that question mark, it tells you exactly what it means and what it is. Um, and it's basically helps with engagement in your lives. So the way that you earn experience points, and those points you can use to buy super chats and things like that if you want to. All right, and then it resets every live. So my next live is not going to be the same people unless the same people are the ones that are commenting. So Lisa Bell said it. Keep commenting, everyone. Keep your comments coming. Got questions for me? Like, where you been, Katrina? Girls. Sister been incog, trying to get things done and working out these little schedules and stuff, and then working on the garden and at work. Y'all know I still work full time. Don't really want to be there, but I'm there. Um, so it is what it is. Really, this is mine is still in the box. What's in the box, girl? Still Classy says it will keep changing throughout the live. Yes, it will. All right, Lisa Bell says, let's see who will come out on top. Rolisa says, I really need the cricket class. And I'm going to be doing a design space class, and I have the list for the materials that you need. And the reason I said design space is because not everybody has the same machine. So as long as you have a cutting machine, then we're going to learn design space and how to actually design some stickers, print and cut them, and then you'll have your product. Okay, and there are several ways that you can do that. Several designs you can pick. You can create your own design in Canva, or we're going to pick some out of the Design Space catalog. All right, and you don't have to have a paid subscription to use Design Space. They definitely have stickers we can print there. So we don't have to worry about spending no money other than on the supplies you need if you don't already have them. So if you have the Silhouette, you have the Cricut Makers, the Explorers, all that good stuff. I don't think Silhouette is a Cricut machine, but one of the Cricut machines, Joy and all of that, then Design Space will pretty much work the same for everyone. Um, so that's what we're going to be working on, and like I said, I do have the list, the supply list. Um, Kimberly Showers is in the building. Says, "Hey, Katrina. Hey, darling. Rolita, get that cricket out the box, girl." Lisa Bell says, "How's it going, Miss Katrina?" Girl, it's going. It's going. It's a process. In between everything going on in the world and having to navigate through all of those things, I have a sick child in here that I'm having to keep an eye on. Tomorrow she was probably going to be end up going to urgent care. Right now it's just nasally and she's congested and coughing, but um, she is coughing up a little bit of blood tinged mucus that looks a little funky to me. So um, I'm going to be nursing her tonight and taking her to the doctor tomorrow. So that's where I'm at, Lisa Bell. The garden's going great, which I'll show y'all that later. But the garden is going great. Um, our, I guess you could say, food storing is going good. We have stocked up on quite a bit of things. So I'm satisfied with all of that. I am putting my baskets together. How many of y'all are doing Christmas in July? Asking for a friend. All right, so if you're doing Christmas in July, then y'all need to run on over there to LBE's page. She put a video out about Christmas in July. She said, y'all get up and start moving and getting things done. Um, because of everything else I've got going on, I probably will keep Christmas in July to social media orders. That's where I'm at right now with that. I will not be going out to do any live sales. But that's what's going on with me, Miss Lisa Bell. Still Classy says, hey, Kimberly. Lisa Bell says, hey, Kim. Kim says, hey, at Still Classy and Lisa. Cash My Creations is in number 3rd place now. Says, oh, thank you. I'm always up late at night watching everyone. Girl, I be trying to stay up late at night, but sister be tired. Y'all hear me? I thought I was tired when I was just doing baskets. Oh no, I'm tired. All things with a case says, I heard you mention your tomatoes are turning red as I was entering. That's awesome. Yes. I'll show you one. These are my cherry tomatoes and they just started turning, y'all. So let me flip you around and I'll zoom you in. Y'all see that? He turning red. He turning red. So yeah. Yep. Yep. He is definitely turning red, so I'm super excited. All things with a K. I can't wait. I ain't ready to pick him just yet, though. I'm going to let some of his brothers turn red along with him, and we'll go from there. um, let's see. See if I can get back to where we was at. Oh, here we go. Still Classy says, I'm so excited about learning my cricket. Me too, girl. Let me know, was that list that I sent you good to follow? Because if it wasn't, then you tell me what I need to tweak. You know, what information you feel needs to be on there, if there need any more as far as uh, tools and things that you actually need to make stickers. Um, if some of that you won't need, because we're going to do basic stickers. We're not going to do layering and all that good stuff. But I'm excited too. And I am working on putting this together for y'all. I do have the list of supplies that you'll need that I will be posting right after this live. Um, Rolita says, okay, that sounds great. I need the help. All right. Now, Lisa Bell says, oh, that's good. Still Classy says, all those machines use Design Space. All of the Cricut ones do. So Cricut Maker, Explorer, Joy, Makers, what, 1, 2, and 3, or 2 and Maker 2? All of those use Design Space. Miss B's Baskets and More says, hello, Kimberly. Love your haul. I have to go watch, Kim. I haven't seen it yet. I miss y'all. I really do. I have not, literally have not been uh, on YouTube that much, simply because I just haven't had a chance to. um, Lisa Bell's praying. Still Classy says, oh my God. She's praying. What I miss? All things with a K says sending prayers. Let me make sure I'm on the right Yeah, I am. All right. Catch My Creations is praying. Oh, for my daughter. Y'all know I'm slow. Got somebody put in there for your daughter. Thank y'all. Because I'm going scrolling back through here going, what I miss, y'all? Somebody hurt? What's wrong? For my daughter. Thank y'all so much. I'll let her know. She sounds horrible. But I thank y'all for the prayers. I do. Lisa Bell says I am. Still Classy says I have to find a space to set up my cricket. Yes, ma'am. Still Classy says I am. Y'all doing Christmas in July? I'm with you now. That jumped right on up. Good Lord. Hang on. Ooh. See, Still Classy, yours ain't the only one that be jumping all over the place, huh? Honey, I mean, good Lord. Let's see. All right, Rolitha says, shoot, I almost said a cuss word, y'all. I be trying not to. But doggone it. Hang on. Rolitha says, is it too late to start a garden? No, ma'am. It's never too late to start a garden. Still Classy says, not at all. All Things with a K said, very nice. Thank you. Um, All Things with a K says, nope, Relief, it is not too late. Relief says, do I plant the seeds or the plants? Well, depends on what you want to grow, hon, and when you want to harvest. So, um, for my tomatoes, because I did start those a little bit late in the game, I bought plants that were already planted. But my corn, I planted from seed. My peppers were already planted because I actually bought those at Hobby Lobby. All I did was repot them. I transplanted them. And let's see, my green beans I planted from seed. My watermelon from seed. My sweet potatoes from seed. And my regular potatoes from seed. My squash I planted from seed. I bought the lemon tree. It was already sprouted on up there. My broccoli I planted from seed. My onions I planted from seed. Um, Now, what you have to look at is what zone you're in and how much grow time you have from season to season. Or until your first frost. In our area, our first frost, I have about 120 days. I don't have anything that I've planted that should be over 90 days. Now, I might let it go just a little bit longer just to make sure they're a good size when I do harvest them. Um, but most of this should be ready the end of August. So we hope to have potatoes and all that good stuff at the end of August, possibly mid-September on the potatoes, because those were the last things that I planted. But you have to look at when that frost date is. If you're wanting to harvest stuff by fall, then you may want to go ahead and buy plants that are already growing, and then just transplant those into a bigger container so that you will be able to have some vegetables and stuff started by or have something to harvest by the fall. And then you can start your canning and all of that stuff then, because that's what I'll be doing. Still Classy says, I'm sure we are going to have tons of questions for you. That's okay. I will hopefully have tons of answers for you. That's what I want to make sure that I have you some answers. This will be a live, and don't worry, I will walk y'all through getting on that live. But this will be a live that I will do through StreamYard. And I'm doing it through StreamYard because it allows all of you to be on the stage where we can all see each other, and you can ask questions and show your screens and stuff like that if you need to ask a question that requires a visual or something like that. So I'm setting that up that way so that it's more of a classroom feel and everybody is more hands-on. It's easier to me, I think, that way, because then I can actually see what you're trying to ask me, or you can actually see what I'm doing and what the answer is to your question by me walking you through it. So that is how I am setting that up. But no worries, I will walk you all through that. It is simply clicking a link. Just like that other one where y'all can go in all the rooms together. I forget what it's called, but y'all know what I'm talking about. All things with a K says depends on what you're planting, and it rolled away. Hang on, honey. Hang on, honey. Let's see. Y'all, this phone is getting on my nerves. Mine rolls worse than yours does, still classic. I mean, it literally jumps wherever it wants to. Right in the middle of me reading. Let's see. All things with a K says some things need to be started inside to be ready to plant outside for fall. Yeah, so you can start your seeds in the house, and that way by the fall you'll be ready to plant them in pots and grow bags and things like that. All things with a K says depends on what you are planting, Relitha, and if they prefer hot or cold. All right, so Monique Powell is in the building. Says, hey, Katrina and everyone. Hey, Monique. Cecilia Mack said, hi. Hello, Miss Cecilia. Welcome in. Lisa Bell says, hey, Monique. Lisa Powell says, hey, Lisa Bell. All things with a K. I think I read that already. Let's see. All right, so Monique Powell done jumped in the chat and stole the second place, y'all. She done stole second place. All things precious. Miss Rolita says, hey, Monique. Pooh Bear's in the building. Says, hey, Auntie. Hey, baby. Miss B's Baskets and More says, hi, Monique. Monique says, hi. Let's see. Right On Gifts Creations is in the building. She says, hello, everyone. And hey, Monique. Still Classy says, hey, Monique. Lisa Bell says, Miss P. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Queen at Queen in Indiana is in the building. Says hello. Hello, darling. Welcome in. Miss Peace Creation says, hey, still classy. Kimberly says, I lost service, but I'm back. Welcome back, girl. I'm glad you're back. Miss B's Baskets and More is in third place on that leaderboard, y'all. All Things Precious says, I can't type fast enough to keep up with y'all. Miss P is in third place. Monique is in second place. Right On Gifts Creations says, hey, Miss B. All right, y'all. All right, now, so in the meantime, remember the name, title of the video. Somebody's having a coughing fit in there. All right, so title of the video, double take. That means we're doing two drawings. All right, so we're going to get the first drawing started right now. All right, so for my first drawing, I need you to pick a number between 150 and 250. All right, and you all can start putting that number in right now. I don't care how many times you put it in there. When I see that number, I'm going to stop it. And then I'll show y'all what the number is and who that winner is, okay? So number between 150 and 250. Monique started it with 182. Y'all keep on going. And I'm going to let y'all put the numbers in for We'll say 5 minutes. You can enter as many times. It don't matter. When I see that number, that is the gonna be the winner. Still Classy says, what are these numbers? What did I miss? Just, you're picking a number between 150 and 250, and whoever gets that number is the winner. All right, and we're gonna be putting these numbers in for the next 5 to 10 minutes or so. Miss B's Baskets and More between 150 and 250. You don't put number 11 in there, girl. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all putting them numbers in there, ain't you? Who said number one? Between 150 and 250. All right, y'all. So, um, Miss B, now you done said, now you done went too high. 2011, 150 to 250. Miss People, she got 215, 212, 243, 247. Y'all close. It's between, I'm going to give you a hint. It's between 150 and 250. All right, y'all. So I'm going to talk while y'all do that. Thank you all for definitely getting us up to 1,230 subscribers. You all rock. You are the real MVPs. Y'all make sure that you hit that like when you come in. I appreciate y'all. Let's see what numbers we got up in here. Y'all ain't there. You ain't got it yet. I ain't seen it come through here yet. Not yet. Number between 150 and 250. Hey, everybody. I want you to go in there and say one word to rock off. Iced tea. He done forgot about me. That's Chantel, y'all. She'll be back in a minute. She's got all the nasally stuff going on. Keep going, y'all. Keep going. All right, we're going to stop right here because we got that number. All right, so Still Classy. I'm going to show y'all the number. All right, that number is 211. All right, so y'all can stop putting numbers in because the first one I saw with it was Still Classy. And I'm just going to back up, make sure I didn't nobody put it in before her. I don't think they did because I've been watching the numbers scroll on through. Miss B, you almost got it, honey. You was just a couple of thousand too high. Oh, wait a minute. Clyde broke again. Got 211 before you, Still Classy. All right, Clyde broke. Well, let's see if anybody got it before you. All right, so far, Clyde broke. Miss B put 2011. Ooh, don't you hate that when you're so close, but yet so far? Because you was close, girl. You was close. Yes, ma'am. And when I saw it, I almost gave it away. And I said, well, wait a minute now. You ain't there yet. I'm looking, y'all. I'm looking just to make sure. Let's see. See if somebody's gonna take that away from you, Clyde, bro. You done took it away from Still Classy. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Well, Miss B had 11. She was 200 off. Miss P said 210. She was 1 off. All right, I think we back to the beginning. So, I'm looking. All right, y'all. So, Clyde broke. Got that one. Got that one before you. Still Classy. I'm sorry. Clyde Brooks says, Still Classy, thanks. And with the heart, congratulations, Clyde. Everybody saying congratulations. Still Classy says, yes, and it doesn't feel good. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry. Miss B says, congratulations. So that first winner for that first number was Clyde Broke. And I'm going to put your name on here so I remember who won. Now, Clyde, if you go in any of my videos and are in my description on my page, on my channel, you'll see my email there. Shoot me an email. And all I need is your email address. And I will get your prize to you. Your prize is a $10 Amazon card. All right, so y'all know when I do my games and stuff, it's usually always going to be an Amazon card. So Clyde Broke got that one. All right, let's see where we at with the leaderboard. All right, we still got S. Marie in number 1. Monique is number 2. And who is number 3? What was you going to do? I tried that. It didn't work. Let me see who that is. Miss P's Creations is in 3rd place. So S. Marie is still number 1. Rolitha says, how did she get number 1? S. Marie says, I'm still here, Rolitha. I'm here, Rolitha. She said, don't be trying to take her number 1 spot. All Things Precious says, did you send a super chat? Rolitha trying to say, because you ain't been saying nothing, S. Marie. S. Marie said, no, I didn't send a super chat. Lisa Bell said, wait a minute. Pooh said, what the hell am I missing? I don't know, baby. I don't know. Rolitha says, that's the first message I saw. She been in here, honey. S. Marie been in the chat, baby. I promise she has. Miss P says, get out the way, S. Marie. Miss P is number 3. Rolitha is laughing. Yes, ma'am. Y'all funny. Y'all are too funny. All right, so yay, Clyde Broke. You got an Amazon gift card coming your way as soon as I hear from you. And I will get that out to your email. All right, so here's my sick child.
Hello. I got the 100 Day Seven Challenge for TikTok Shop.
Did y'all hear that? She's got the 100 day. It says challenge for 100 envelope savings from TikTok. So Day one, you put $1 in. Day two is $2, and she's doing that. She got her a job and she's saving her money. So she's super excited about that. Lisa Bell is laughing. Right on Gifts Creations, Miss Stephanie says, "What is the purple fur?" All Things Precious says, "I'm trying to win." S. Marie's with her number one crown is laughing at y'all. Um, I knew what you meant, girl. Stephanie said 4. That is the leaderboard. So if you go and press the crown by someone's name that has a number 1 through 3, the leaderboard will come up and it will tell you what place you are in. And it is basically clocking um, messages sent through live chats and all of that, super chats and all that good stuff. And it gives you a number, puts you in rank of 1 through 3. So at the end of this live, the person that's holding the number one space, that has been engaged the most in this chat, will get we have another giveaway. So that is the second giveaway. All right, but you got to be engaged in the chat. Um, let's see. Miss B says, "Hey Pooh." Still Classy says, "Right, it's not comments for sure." Right. All right, so Pooh says, "Miss B, throwing her some kisses." Lisa Bell says, "Me too, Rolita." S. Marie says, "I'm monitoring Nicole's live, but I'm here, y'all." Uh, and as y'all can see, she's monitoring Nicole's live. Y'all can take that number one spot now. Monique says, "Hey." Who says, "I'm waiting on the June giveaways, Auntie. I won." You won. She said, "Already, thanks in advance." I'm posting that little birthday thing Friday. And we will do that drawing next week, y'all, because like I said, I want to do it at the beginning of July, not the end. So I will be posting the birthday cake Friday. Y'all can put in that post your June birthdays, and we will do that drawing next week. Right on Gives Creation says, "Hey, beautiful girl." She's talking to you.
Hey.
Catch My Eye Creation says, "Hi." Still Classy says, "Hey, sweetie, feel better." Lisa Bell says, "Hey, Chandrell, feel better." As Marie says, "Feel better, beautiful." Pooh says she's praying for you, cousin. And then you rolled away, Pooh Bear. Hang on. Miss Pieces, get well soon, baby girl. Rolita says, "I wanted to start cash stuffing, but all these sales, girl, I ain't been out shopping nowhere but the grocery store." Lisa Bell says, "Something is rigged." I didn't rig it. S. Marie says, "Number one, how's it rigged, Lisa?" Lisa Bell says, "All my comments, and I'm not in the running." Uh, right on Gives Creation says, "Oh, girl, I will be in the bed by then." All right, Lisa Bell laughing, Still Classy's laughing. Sandra Davis is in the building, says, "Hi, hello, Sandra, welcome in." Rolita says, "I'm in 8th place." Lisa Bell, "Hey, Sandra." Who says, "Lisa, at least you won." Wait a minute.
We got one.
At least you won part of the challenge yesterday. I lost big time. Sandra Davis says, "Hi, everyone." Rolita says, "I'm a July baby." All right, so your drawing will be in August, Rolita. Alicia says, "Prayers to you, sweetie." That be you.
Okay.
Who says, "I want it all." Still Classy says, "Rolita, I'm 9th, so it must drop you down if you comment." I even S. Marie probably put 1,000 numbers in there when I ran that contest, y'all. I don't know. I didn't count them. um, Rolita says, "Maybe I'll win that because this numbers thing isn't working." Lisa's laughing. Miss Peace Creation, 3rd place, is laughing. Right on Gifts Creations is laughing. Y'all are too funny. Right on Gifts Creations laughing. Still Classy says, "The ones barely commenting are holding the top 3 spots." They probably ran them more numbers than y'all did when I played that contest. So in the chat's mind, they've been chatting more than you, but y'all are talking to me and each other. So, and that may be it. I don't know, y'all. I'm guessing. Details and designs. Hey, Katrina and chat. I'm gonna read more about it, and we'll continue to play it because it is fun to have those little numbers up there and watch them change. Lisa Bell says, "Hey, Renee." Pooh says, "I was mentally challenged yesterday, Auntie. Girl, I saw the short. I didn't even try them words. Somebody texted me and asked me, was I going to try that? And I just laughed. I said, you put it in Hawaiian. We can do it all day." Miss B says, "Hello, Renee." Still Classy says, "Hey," and at Details and Designs. S. Marie says, "Hey, Renee, welcome." Ms. P Creation says, "I still don't get notifications from you. What do I need to do?" Miss P, I don't know, sweetheart, because I don't know why you're not getting notifications. Do you have your channel set to all notifications under where you subscribe to me at? That might be it. I don't know, sweetie. Pooh says, "I know that ain't my big sister in, in, in the building." Miss Renee, yes, ma'am. Lisa Bell says, "Pooh, we butchered those street names. I ain't laughed and cried so much. The only one I would have got was Burgundy. That would have been it, Burgundy." Renee says, "Hey, Lisa, Miss B, Still Classy, S. Marie, and Pooh." Pooh says, "Lisa, child, I'm still in tears watching uh, one multiple times, and the new ones today took me out, but everybody sounds better than me." Still Classy says, "I'm not going to try it. Y'all saw me mispronouncing words in my own life, let alone those kinds of words." I know that's right. That's why I said I'd have got Burgundy. That would have been it. Let's see. Pooh says, "Mama, come on." But I knew you weren't going to do it. Miss P says, "It's set at all notifications for everyone I'm sub to." I don't know. That's something I'm going to have to research, honey, because I don't get notifications either. I just be scrolling and happen to catch y'all live most of the time. Details and Design says, "I'm a July baby." Awesome. So you all will be in my August drawing. Who says, "It's really fun and hilarious." Yes, I was watching it. Y'all had me tickled. I ain't gonna lie. Still Classy says, "I bet Burgundy is pronounced different too." Who says, "YouTube is the problem." Yeah, it is. It's something with YouTube. That I do know. Um, Pooh says, "Mama, it is." S. Marie says that Pooh, yes, it's fun. I was confident, but I know several were wrong. Um, my sis Shant got out there and just spit them all out. She said, "Now I know I'm right. I got them now. Go and send me my prize." Ooh. But listen, I didn't even try it. Still Classy says, "I knew it." Pooh says, "S. Marie, I knew I got Chef right and Burgundy." Look, I forgot Chef was in there. I heard everybody said Burgundy. Y'all said Burgundy so hard, I felt it. Burgundy. I know that one. Still Classy says, "I think Miss Margaret did very well too. I missed hers. I didn't see hers." But yeah. All right, y'all. So we're going to get off this live here in a minute because I got to go cook some dinner. All right. So Lisa Bell, if you're still in the live, Catch My Creation says, "I do the same thing by scrolling the YouTube because my notifications aren't working." I'm guessing that's what you said, girl. You just don't alert me either. Okay. Riska Rosemayati says, "Hello. Hope you have a great day. You too." Lisa is laughing. Miss Renee says, "I wasn't going to try it, but I enjoyed watching the others." Me too, Renee. I wasn't going to try it. Uh, Pooh says, "Yes, Margaret wanted to embarrass me." Still Classy says, "Me too, Renee." Yeah, me either. All right, y'all. So, Pooh Bear, right? Stop. in the chat for me. Just the word stop, honey. Still Classy says, me too, Renee. Monique's in second place says, hey, Renee. Let's see. Clybroke says, I emailed you from something. Hang on, honey. Let this roll on away. Roll back down here. Oh my goodness. I see y'all throwing all the messages in there now. Y'all trying to get them numbers up, ain't you? All right, let's see. I emailed you from my bourbon account. Thank you, darling. Gotcha. Pooh says, I'm going to have to twerk a twerk challenge. Who's going to join? Not me, baby. All right, so Pooh said stop. So right there where she said stop, we're going to go back up and see who's in first place, okay? So I'm starting from there. Actually, I'm just going to hit top fans. All right, so S. Marie held on to that first place spot, y'all. I know y'all said, how? All right, so S. Marie earned 75 experience points. Monique has 75 experience points. And Miss P has 75 experience points. All right, and I know that it goes in order of who got the points first, because there's several more of you with 75 points, but you didn't get them before S. Marie, Monique, and Miss P. All right, so our winner for the top fan for this live was S. Marie. All right, S. Marie, I do believe I have your information, sweetheart, so I will be sending you an Amazon gift card, and it is $10. All right, so Clybroke says, congratulations, I think. Hang on, it rolled away. It rolled away. I'm going to have me a theme song for live chats because, good Lord. Alicia says, I like how Chosen pronounced her words. All right, so everybody's saying congratulations to S. Marie, Monique, and Miss P. All right, S. Marie, yay. Pooh says congratulations. Lisa Bell says, woohoo, S. Marie. All right, Clyde Black Broke was saying congratulations to S. Marie. All right, y'all, so we're going to get off of this live. Let's see what you say. Still Classy says, congrats, S. Marie. I'm still taking you to Vegas with me. All right, now. Alicia says, congratulations, sweetie. Catch My Eye Creation says, congratulations. All right, so congratulations tonight to Clyde Broke, who guessed that number. Stole that win from Still Classy. All right, and then S. Marie, who bumped. Who'd you bump out of first place? Because somebody else was in first place before you got there. All Things Precious, Miss Rolitha was in the running and got bumped out. Trying to think who was in first place when we started, because I don't remember who it was. But they got bumped out. Still Classy was in third place, got bumped out. Sorry, y'all, but that's how it goes. Y'all know. All right, so S. Marie, Still Classy, and I'm still going. She's still going to Vegas. There's Bammett with Arthur Butler. Hello, Mr. Butler. Thank you for popping in. Mr. Butler, while you're in here, I'm just going to spin my little garden around and let you see it. Because my tomato, look, we up on the porch, though. All right, we got the garden growing on the porch. Let me take this phone out of this stand. Alright, so we got peppers growing, sweet potatoes. I'm going to replant that one because my sweet potato slip has grown on its own there. I have peppers. turning red. Tomatoes, think we got flowers there. Got those tomatoes there that are starting to turn, and I've got those covered to keep the birds out of them. I have green beans, corn, um, cucumber, squash, bell peppers, more pole beans. These are regular potatoes here that actually just sprouted, so I'm going to let those grow up a little bit more. That's watermelon right there. So that is where the garden is, and I just wanted to share that with you, Mr. Butler, because you inspire me so much. I learn a lot from your channels, and I really appreciate you. Still Classy says, love you. Katrina, love you back. Sweetie, love you back. All right, y'all. So now y'all know kind of how that leaderboard works on your lives, and I hope you can find a way to use it as a tool to increase engagement on your lives, because it is fun. And when we figure out how those numbers really spin, all right, then we can really go in, okay? All things with a K says, thanks for the live. You're very welcome. Pooh is laughing. She says, didn't I just say we all are winners, Auntie? Everybody's a winner. You know that. S. Marie says, hey, Mr. Bammett. Elisa Bell says, looking good. Thank you. All things with a K says, oh, you have the green stalks. How do you like them? I love them. I'm actually going to, I have another one too, but I'm actually going to use those for my green beans, because I think they are great for the green beans, especially if they're bush beans. Those definitely make a great way to grow your bush beans. So I'm definitely going to get some more. Mr. Butler says, nothing wrong with that. It's looking great. Invite me when it's ready. I sure will. I sure will. When I do my first harvest, I'm going to invite you. Pooh says, love you, Auntie. Talk to you later. We love you back, sweetheart. And I'm praying for you. Marie says, great progress. Thank you. Dora Langa says, hi. Hello, hello. Thank you for popping in, but we are done. So you catch that replay for me, please, ma'am. Monique says, everything is growing well. It's growing, honey. This is the second round of watermelon. The first round got killed by all those rainstorms that came through. The heat didn't even kill those, huh? The rain killed those, y'all. But I had planted some more in there, and those kind of shot up overnight. So I'm doing slow watering just to try to fill this weather out. And then these other few nights that it stormed, we actually brought the watermelon and the corn in the house because I didn't want them to get wiped out. I'm tired of replanting those. I want them to grow. Who says, my mama has her covers for the plants, Auntie, the same day her package came. So thank you for inspiring me to tell her, but God had her ahead of the game. All right now. Yeah, honey, because them birds will take your tomatoes. And I work too hard on these tomatoes to be letting the birds take them. All things with the cases, oh, you have that green stalk. Yeah, I do like the green stalk. And like I said, I have another one that's blue, and I want to get some more of those. Let's see. S. Marie says, in great live. Thank you again. You're welcome, sweetie. Mr. Butler says, much love on the way to the garden. All right, Mr. Bammett. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. Thank you all for popping into the live and sharing my little garden with me and playing these little games with me. We ended up with 2 winners tonight. Clyde Broke and S. Marie. All right, so like I said, I hope you all use that leaderboard to boost the conversations in your chat, as well as let somebody earn something in the chat as well. And we will find out more about how it works, and there will be more games coming to the Crafty Corner. All right, so I will be putting the video up on the supplies that you will need for the Design Space tutorial. And then I have not set a date for it yet. I want you to get your supply list first. The end of next week, I will set a date for that tutorial, and as well as instructions on how to get on the tutorial. All right, so Those of you that want to be in that uh, tutorial, make sure you shoot me an email so that when I put the links out as far as being able to get on there, I can shoot everybody back the link through your emails or text message. All right, some of you have my phone numbers. You can just, I'll just shoot you a text with the how to get on there. But if everyone shoots me an email, then I'll know who all wants to be in there, and I can make sure everybody is included. All right, so Miss P says good night, everyone. Monique says everyone have a blessed evening. Um, all right, you guys, I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for supporting me. I really appreciate it. If you have not subscribed over at my garden channel, please go over there and subscribe. And I don't talk about anything over there but gardening. We don't talk about baskets. We only talk about gardening over there and why we're gardening and things that matter to us as a family in our unity and in progression and in just surviving the current climate. All right, so if you are interested in those things, make sure you go over there and support that channel. I actually do planting and all of that stuff over there. So if your thumb is not so green, join me over there, and we can work on our green thumbs together, y'all. All right, so in the meantime, in between time, keep making those baskets, pushing them out. I look forward to your hauls. I look forward to your motivation. Like I said, LBE got that motivational video out already, y'all. So go on over there and watch it. You got Rachel out with some hauls already. Y'all go on over there and watch it. Um, you got a lot of people putting stuff out for you. So if you are doing Christmas in July, y'all know me. I'm waiting on Big Bertha. I can't wait for LBE to put that Christmas tree up. I don't know if she has yet or not, but I can't wait to see it. So you all stay in the loop. Stay safe. Stay unified. Be blessed. But most importantly, be a blessing, y'all. I love you.